time for draft. Thank goodness, everyone.
Draft time's in. The bans are coming out. CCG has gone up against so many J4s in this competition, and finally
Have
we
they
get to
worked,
see.
though?
Well,
Still
J4,
worth a ban.
yeah. Maybe it's worth a ban. We'll have to see moving forward here, but it will be banned into Rapid here. The Thresh taken away from Yama was used so well for them throughout the tournament, and that will not be available for them here as well. Hyphy?
I think it's.
I recognize Hyph.
Yeah.
Hyph was the jungler for. Oh gosh, I'm gonna tell a lie now. Lit. I think Lit. Call Lit, and I'll be wrong about it, but that's okay. But he was a jungler in the last open qualifier tournament, so actually a really good player, and maybe not good news for CCG fans.
You know what? I like to see I like to see subs step in. I like to see other players step in. I don't know the situation behind this sub. Sometimes that gives a little bit of a backstory as to why this person is jumping in right now. Obviously, we don't have that. But what we do have is a potential ban of Gragas coming out of CCG. So they're actually going to ban it away for themselves here, as well as the Varus.
Varus ban taken off the table. We'll see what that first pick is coming through here. Just a little bit. Yeah, so we ended up banning away the Gragas to ourselves. The Ashes left up, though. Yeah, that wasn't one that's banned away. Typically, this is banned away along with the bot side bans. Caitlyn also left up here, Jolly. So that might just be the answer back here in kind for Miracle as they're looking to. Nope, it's going to be Zaya. All right, cool. Good start to the draft.
Good start. Yeah, you're revealing. Don't expose things.
I'm exposing.
Right?
Now you know
you
what?
are.
It's going
All
up
right, I
live.
wonder who pairs well. Who pairs well with the Zaya? This one's a toss up of who it could be, and it's the Rakan. Big surprise.
It could be anything.
Miracle is going with the dream team, and I'm not surprised. I'm a Zaya main, and I'm actually really angry that she is so meta right now because when she's not meta, you can just play her into like anything. But I do really like the Karma pickup here. Karma has been so obscenely strong. She has so much versatility and offers so much utility to the team. And I would really like if we get an aggressive lock-in for the jungle, right? And hey, would you look at what the hover is? We don't locked in yet, but this is a DMK special for sure.
Calling you out, DMK. I don't think it's going to be Lee. I don't think you got it. Oh, he's got it. Okay.
I love it. I love to see it. This is an aggressive already. This is incredibly aggressive.
Oh,
I was wondering about the ASOL actually, because ASOL does have a really high win rate. ASOL is very, very strong right now, but a little bit more particular. So I'm curious to see what Yunbi ends up pulling in here. It could actually be, you could have this Karma as a flex. That is still a possibility because Karma's really strong in multiple lanes right now.
For me, I think, yeah, so Karma would be good. You get the artillery, nice long range there through as well. Really safe pick as well in the mid lane. So, yeah, I'm actually you're talking me into that one a little bit. I think Orianna would be good here, too. Nice long range. Kind of all the same reasons as Karma is. But I don't know if you need Karma and Orianna in a composition. So maybe maybe it won't be that. Of course, the Azir still on the table as well here. Lissandra and LeBlanc will be banned away from Yunbi, so no big damage there, and no lockup either. Maybe Miracle looking to draft some high mobility champions through here, banning out the Lissandra. But we're taking away junglers, we're taking them away fast. We're rapid, no Wukong, no Vi, so big skirmishing, pre-6 junglers taken off the table. This was DMK just trying to perma-farm. And he will, we're hovering some serious invade champions right now.
We really are.
Yeah, this is.
I mean,
Rapid's like you're getting invaded.
yes. They're looking not only at the invades, but just a good amount of aggression in response, right? And it's a really good setup considering we have the Lee Sin locked in here, and we'll have to find out. There is the Orianna hover. That's what you were talking about. Actually, that would give a bit more of that control, and especially with the initiation that we're seeing, the shockwave would be really, really handy. plus just being able to pop off as much damage as possible and be kind of, you know, alone in that mid lane is going to be something that UNB will find success with. And this is where I'm quite excited.
Quacker.
I want to see what Quacker is going to bring out.
Please.
Olaf is
Yes.
so strong. I love it. That's beautiful. That's exactly what they need for the front line, right? Get that Ragnarok in there, ensure that the rest of the team is able to follow up, and you got plenty of damage as long as they can stay alive.
Yeah, and you certainly can stay alive there on the Olaf. You got so many shields and speed ups for you there. You get the ball from Oriana and Karma there as well. So yeah, if I'm Olaf, I'm laughing. I have so much that's keeping me alive. I'm going to be able to run these guys down. Yeah, please pick Jace. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, awesome. This is going to be so good. I can't wait for Quacker to tear this team up. Ariandel on Asol is kind of concerning. A little bit concerning there. Yeah, so it's a lot of damage on the champion, and Asol is very, very strong right now. So we'll see if that carries them through. But this is also patch 13.4. So if you're familiar with the changes from 13.5 that dropped recently, we're not playing with those. So they're not on the table. So Asol is crazy strong. Yeah, I didn't read those either. Anyway, what? Asol's super strong. Zaya, I think Zaya buffed, something like that. All that good stuff. And yeah, so that's what we're playing on 13.4 here. I like this comp. I think this is a really good comp. This plays to a lot of our strengths. Good opener for a game 1 too, right? Because nothing here is like something where we overwhelmingly need, right, in the draft. So I think it is just Yumby's Oriana that's like a standout pick for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of promise with this one. I'm not incredibly stoked on either of these drafts, but I'm also not upset by either of them, right? There's a lot of really good opportunities, but I like just that frontline engageability coming out of CCG. I think unless Miracle is able to take the early game, things are going to be really difficult for them later on. Even with Rapid on the Xin Zhao, right? If he's not able to get kind of tanky enough or get enough damage down in the early parts of the game, then it's going to be really difficult to try to escape from somebody like an Olaf with the axe, from, you know, you're talking about the Lee Sin coming through, the Shockwave. So there's a lot of really good chase potential as well as just commitment potential from CCG for these fights. Whereas for Miracle, they're looking at just popping off heavy damage, right? They're looking at finding individual members. They're looking at taking these solo fights and then leading that into the later game stage. But there's a lot of opportunities here for CCG to stall that out and to take control.
100%. Stalling is the name of the game. Control also the name of the game here. So much CC built into the composition. With that, I think we'll take a little bit of the break. Just a little bit of the break. Juste un peu break. What's the French word for break? I don't know.
You don't
We'll see in just a little bit as we get back into the series. For now, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more CCG action.
Woo! Let's get into it, Axeman. We've got game on. CCG Miracle finally all in the group, and hopefully technically a running sound. We got CCG, of course, on the blue side here for this one, and Miracle on the red side. And we have a 5-man run down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's such a cool Olaf skin, too. We actually got a lot of cool skins here in CCG. Of the Western, I can't remember what it's called, Wild West Ash, whichever one that is, where she's like a battle angel type thing. That's a really cool skin. The Olaf skin's very cool as well. And obviously the comp is great. High Noon. It's High Noon. Yeah. I think it's High Noon. Yeah, that makes sense. High Noon Ash, which is very cool. And they'll be in this little weird configuration, not necessarily a 5-point, but just kind of everybody at a different location here. What were we looking for the first couple minutes? I'm glad you asked. The junglers should be just perma-clearing. I don't think we have any big level 2 shenanigans. Both sides are very safe as far as the laning conditions the first couple levels, so should be a bit of a snooze fest. We'll have to see.
Hey, I don't know. I never want to expect a snooze fest, you know?
Yeah, right.
We'll have to see though how this plays out. I like the Yama position here. I like Safa Sage. Look at that. Throw out a volley. Why the heck not? Get a little bit of extra pressure here on this this bottom side.
That's a great trade already. Yeah.
Look at this top lane though. Sick. You can't get more exciting than this, right?
No, absolutely you cannot. And oh, the axe hits all the minions and the enemy laner. Yes, Quacker. Yes.
That was solid.
Let's go.
That's a good one. You know what? If you can have one ability and Axeman's like, heck yeah, you're doing something right. Quacker so far is looking really good. Not only that, actually, so cool. Yunbi has been able to poke off a ton of damage, has the level advantage.
Wow.
Look at that one. Oh my gosh.
Me?
Has a really solid level advantage. And in fact, we're looking at a level advantage in every single lane. And now Quacker going in on the Barrack. That's going to force a lot of pressure here at the top.
Yeah, that's tough. We get Omega tracking here from the Hawk Shot as well, so Rapid will not be able to do anything the first few minutes of this game. He's going to have to chill out and just full clear. And if we're just full clearing Xin Chao and Lee Sin wins that every single time, Jolly. Lee Sin going to go for the 1v1. We see it in the jungle. Look at them, they're facing off the fight.
There he is. He's taking it. It's a lot of damage onto Rapid. Rapid's got that sweeper, the flash forward. DMK still has it available. He's gonna find the first one. Can they get the second one on there? And down there it is.
There's no way.
With the Dragon Kick, a double kill to start things off for DMK. You could not have a Lee Sin game play any better than that.
This is literally so perfect. Now you're gonna out-clear Rapid on Xin Chao, and you're going to out-kill him in the ganks as well. Another fight.
That's Yama taking a lot of damage. It's the Ignite, though, on to Last Dance. He's gonna take not enough damage to actually go down here. A little bit of a risky place, though, for Yama and Sophist Stage, though, as Rapid is making his way down. But, oh my gosh, in the meantime, Barrack ends up taking down, and that was just Quacker going a little too far into the tower there. Ooh, in the meantime, we got the Blade Caller. Last Dance is going to be able to pick one up onto Yama here, and Rapid, I mentioned he was making his way down. He's going to be able to flash over the wall and escape from the rest of that fight, though.
Sophist Sage does escape somehow, 1v3. That's an incredible movement from him there. They drop Yama, but him staying alive does leave them with the lead on Summoner's Rift. Really incredible effort from him there. You'll love to see it. Dragon up in just a few seconds. We'll get that for you in just a bit. But, oh wow, the flank down bot side spreading out here as well. And yeah, you got to break open one of these lanes if you're Rapid. Try to help you out a little bit. You can't 1v1 the lead for this Dragon.
Nice damage there onto Hyphy. Sorry for saying any of these names wrong as well. I'm pretty sure it's Hyphy. I remember it being, if I'm not mistaken, I remember it being
Hyphy. Seems right.
Yeah, with
good.
With the East Town on there. And it's, you know, hey, it's pretty Hyphy play coming out of these guys down to the bottom lane. This is really kind of a saving grace potentially, right? The fact that Barrack also got that kill up in the top side is going to set Quacker back a little bit. He used his flash and his ghost on that engage as well. But that just sets him back to 1-1, so that it's still an even lane here.
Yeah, still an even lane for the time being, right? Barrack with a little bit of the tank shred with the serrated dart coming through. That's going to be cutting through our Olaf, unfortunately. But Quacker, he's way out in front, man. He's got a big CS lead here, and he has the damage. to take down Barrick. Barrick has to stay off the wave and stay careful here as the 20 CS lead expands. We see DMK in the side.
Some good patience.
Yeah, some real nice patience. We like this from. This is going to be the gank for sure. Yeah, he's in. Q connects, and he's going to go in there under the turret now. Last dance.
Oh, it's a nice blade collar. It's actually the soul or the auto that's coming through. Quacker now gets jumped on here. Rapid says, all right, I know I can make a move down on the bottom side since we see DMK there. It was a very close one, but unfortunately Quacker didn't have Ghost, didn't have Flash, didn't have anything available to escape.
Yeah, didn't quite have the tools to be able to get out there. It's a nice gank from Rapid. Well done. Good effort from him and a little bit of value for his team. The Jace suddenly looking like a bit of a problem for CCG, but down bot side, everything goes well. The kill goes over to Yama. You like an Enchantress with a little bit of gold.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that Sophist Sage hasn't picked up a kill yet, so of course Yama has one over, but Sophist Sage has been able to sit down in this bottom lane for so long. Been able to poke, get a lot of extra damage down. We just saw a plate go down as a solo plate, so that's a lot of individual experience and gold. And we can see, you know, Sophist Sage still has the lead in terms of creep score, so it's still feeling all right in that bottom lane, even though he went down a little bit earlier on.
Certainly here. The vision game has been nicely played from Miracle so far. You can see the wards spread out across Summoner's Rift, establishing a line of scrimmage across the Rift here. That's our replay format, folks. Take a look at that. That's good stuff. You like to see it.
Take
Here's the mini-map expansion. Yeah, look at that line of scrimmage across the rimmage, the river, excuse me, established there. Difficult for DMK to get across that line.
Excuse me, sorry. I got a little something caught in my throat. I feel a fight coming up though. I definitely feel the itch for a fight. It's gotta happen. We haven't seen somebody go down in like a minute, and it's been far too long. I do like, you know, how even so far this game has been, right? DMK, now we've got the pings coming out that this red buff is being attacked. So we'll have to see if anybody can get there in time. It looks like Rapid, though, was on the Wolves and isn't going to make a move until a little bit later. But Yunbi is going to be jumped on here. Hyphy on the way. DMK is there. He's got the dragon kick, but he can't really go in it. There it is. He is going to be able to get the kick back and save Yunbi in the mid.
That's really nicely done for DMK, saving Yunbi. I don't think Yunbi had any right to survive this fight. Whoa!
No way! He's going back in! Quacker's on the backside. He's going to throw out Ragnarok. Hyphy has to jump back. DMK trying to dragon kick back in there. Hyphy taking a lot of damage, and the axe is going to do it. Quacker taking down one in a 2 versus 3. Rapid now in a scary position. DMK is going to finally jump over to the ward and get enough damage down. Will he go down to the Jace? Yes. Can Yunbi take him down? Quacker is on the backside of this. Yama is also here as a shield for Yunbi. Ooh, nice attempt with the Mantra Q, but it's going to be another one with the W. There's the tether, and Yama picks up a second kill.
Just like that, CCG are way out in front of 2K gold lead. They're going to take the platings off the turrets as well, take the reset and spend this gold that they've got for themselves. They're going to come back on Summoner's Rift. Very, very strong. Take a look at the replay here, the top fight. Hyphy dies super early in this fight. He's laid low. Quacker with the axe deals so much damage, but it's the play really from DMK that sticks out for me. He's going to connect the Q onto Rapid here, then ward hop forward, faking the Q reconnect before activating the Q and teleporting directly onto Rapid there. Really good stuff. Really good stuff there from. They're going to take down Barrick on the back end of the fight as well.
Yep. Yama getting another one. Hey, you said you like an Enchantress with some kills. Well, now she's 2-1. So feeling really good. And there is still an advantage, even though we have seen Yama spend so much time trying to help out this mid lane or even go up towards the top side. You're still seeing an advantage in favor of Sophist Stage, even though it's a small one. Yama is going to get jumped on here by Rapid, though. This is not looking good. It's 4 members trying to move in. The Xayah isn't even going to make the move. That's going to be a shutdown going in favor of Arendelle.
It's a big push into Yama, who's trying to rotate up topside for the Rift Herald. This will give MRC the angle on a potential Rift Herald play. DMK and Yunbi have to do this on vision, unfortunately, but it's just too little too late for Miracle. They're not going to be able to force their way in.
Uh-oh. There's a big engage. I think it looks like the quickness came out there. That was a little hop, the quickness. yes, the quickness was expended there, so that is an ultimate that's down. That's 2 ultimates that's down, actually, because Ariandel ended up just using his just a moment ago. So a little bit of an advantage potentially here, as the first Rift Herald, like you mentioned, taken down pretty quickly. There's just a lot of damage that CCG has right now.
Oh yeah, the Lee Sin is so accelerated right now. I mean, he's up CS just to start with, but also having 6 KP, half of that being kills. He's got so much gold in the inventory right now, and he's just up a full level on Rapid as well. So super accelerated. Almost everybody on CCG is, and we're feeling very strong. Want to make a play around this dragon here in just a few seconds. It should be, I think, a Chemtech. I think, since it's not showing up, I'm thinking Chemtech.
Let's take a look. Yep, dragon is going to be spawning.
Yeah, I called it. Yeah, I called it.
And yeah, it
Let's
is.
go.
Good call. Good call on that one. We do have a lot of deep vision coming out of Miracle, as we can see. A lot of it has fallen, actually, recently, so now it's just that ward towards that red pit on CCG's side that they've got some vision on. So they're going to need to make their way towards that dragon pit quickly. They might not even have the opportunity, though. Sophisage, Yama are going to push away this bottom lane, and that's going to allow Yubi and DMK to take down this dragon number 2 of the game.
You'll take down that second one. Dragon stacking going to be very impactful for this team, as we look to see, going to be an ocean map. Pretty good for the Lee Sin there. Nice to play around the bushes a little bit more. Set up those death bushes as well, but dragon stacking is going to be huge for this team. And, they're just so strong around the bottom side of the map.
I like this play here as well. Sophisage, again, spending so much time alone. Out comes the quickness. It's going to be the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, though, that comes out in response. It's a lot of damage. There's the Blade Caller. It's going to pick up the 1. Can there be enough damage from Last Dance? Not enough onto Sophisage.
No way.
And in fact, Yama's going to be able to pick up the kill. Hyphy does end up going in with the Battle Dance, but Yama should be able to find another double here for themselves. Highest kill count in the game, currently in the hands of Yama.
Yama is killing the game down bot side. That is so good for him. Rapid, maybe the shutdown. That's not good.
Yeah, that's a hard one to get away from. That's going to be the ultimate that actually comes out in this 1v1. One more auto is going to do it. It is a shutdown there in favor of Rapid, but still some solid pressure that has been provided by CCG in the bottom.
Yeah, and the Rift Herald crashes in the middle, going to take down a bunch of plates off that particular turret and give that gold over to Yunbi. Needs it for the late game. Barrett caught out here. Oh, he's going to bump Quacker back. Oh, wait a second.
DMK. Oh, wait, did he get it? He got it.
Got it.
DMK once again, that's the second one in a row that he has been able to take away. Not only that, let's see if he can make a move towards his top side. Of course, vision is held. He's going to jump across to the Krugs, though, and just steal a little bit more of this jungle. Maybe give an opportunity for the
I don't know, dude.
Now he's getting pinched here. There's 3 members, and that is a lot of damage.
We just fight. Yunbi's here.
DMK goes through, though, because Yunbi is there. The Ragnarok does come out. Rapid's going to be the first one to go down. Picks that up. Ivy is going to be the next target, and a beautiful aggro swap right there ensures the Quacker stays alive, and it's a triple kill. In the meantime, you got a Brilliant Soul trying to run away from Yama here in the bottom lane. That's a quick dragon, though.
Holy cow, triple kill for Quacker there on the back end, and I don't think he's actually stoppable at this point. That's not good for Miracle whatsoever. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, please get the replay up. I have no idea how that ended up happening. This is just DMK super dead, like at the top of this fight, right? Like he just teleports over to Krugs and is just like pause up in here between 3 members in this perfect triangle. 100% he dies here, but not only does he not die, he gets the triple kill over to Quacker here. Yunbi with great reaction time, response time from the mid lane. Quacker just waiting through the turret aggro as well. Really cool fight from them here. We love to see this. He does it all under turret as well. He's like 5 shots.
Yep. Honestly, that aggro swap is the thing that impressed me most, right? Because we saw actually DMK get dangerously low, Quacker jump in, and then Yunbi ended up actually taking the last tower shot just to really make sure that Quacker stayed up and alive. So CCG, really good communication, and yeah, I gotta praise Yunbi for making the move up towards DMK so early on, making the decision to commit to that one. We love to see it. CCG now feeling really, really good as we're about 15 minutes into this. They're looking at a 6K gold lead, a little bit over that, and you got to be comfortable when you're sitting with those numbers.
There we go. Yeah, the Ace Soul Ult is out. Quickness is out too. That's a lot of big cooldowns out for Miracle. This could be a big play for CCG over the next couple of seconds.
Rapid now coming down. There's the vision though, thanks to that hawk shot from Sophos Sage. Perfect timing on that one.
It's a clutch hawk shot.
So good, so good. Honestly, Sophos Sage has been performing so well. Like I've said, you know, Yama with the roam from Yama, that can be really difficult, especially when you're up against Zaya with that hard CC, as well as the Rakan with the hard CC in the engage. That is not enough to scare Sophos Sage. He's feeling so comfortable. And now we're comfortable in the mid lane. The kick out of range. Wow, DMK is just being rude to the opposition.
That was incredible. Nice one, DMK. Oh, big arrows out.
Oh, the heal does come out. It's a forced heal. You know what? You'll take that.
Yeah, we definitely forced the heals for sure. You got to be careful backing right there. I think you could still eat a little bit of damage, but the volleys have been crazy from Sophos Sage so far, dealing so much damage and so many in such a short amount of time. Yumby's going to get this blue buff. They're going to take the rest of the camps away from Rapid, as well as the Lee Sin continues to control the map at large. Dragon up in the next 10 seconds. That bot lane turret's going to go down as well, giving CCG penultimate control of the bottom side of the map.
Oh yeah, that is 3 towers down, pressure in every single lane now, and a lot of plates picked up early on, which is why we're seeing, you know, part of why we're seeing such a big lead in terms of gold here. That second Rift Herald is going to be jumped on by Miracle, but in the meantime, it looks like CCG is willing to trade that one over for the third dragon. That's going to put them at soul point. And you know what? Quacker actually has the capacity to do this. Look at the level difference. 12-9 for Rapid here. Of course, his opposition is level 11, but still, you got to be scared of that Olaf.
Gotta be scared of the Olaf. 3 is not enough, right? 4 might be enough, but 3 is not enough to take this guy down. And they're taking some resets as well. They will not get this Rift Herald off of this timer. That's bad to worse for Miracle, to be sure. Hyphy, you're playing with your life, man. It's a 9-12 difference between Rapid and Quacker. It's a 7-12 between Hyphy and Quacker. That's untenable, right? Nothing to work with there.
Look at the vision too. There's this vision that's kind of circled around this Baron pit, right? So I don't know if they have that river bush warded out. So there's at least that, especially if they pull out this Rift Herald. Looks like that vision should encompass it here, but it's once again just pure control. I mean, it was a good attempt there by Miracle to try to make a move on that, especially with the dragon being grabbed by CCG, but they just couldn't do it. And again, you have to be scared of this Olaf. He really is able to pressure away multiple members of Miracle at this point, and they don't have the front line, right? They don't have the front line or the disengage to be able to get past him and DMK.
Yeah, you just don't, right? There's no way to get back there, unfortunately, and yeah, a really exceptional job from CCG so far. They're going to get onto Barrack here. Is there any escape? I don't think so. No, he's gonna get out just the time being. On. He's level 11. He's already set so far back now, 150 CS to almost the 200 that has been accumulated here by this Olaf. And the build's coming through as well for Sophos Sage, as we can see the Muramana almost up here, as well as that Hydra. So a lot of solid damage while Sophos Sage can stay far back. And we do have that Enchanted Crystal Arrow back up. The ping's coming out right now towards Yumby in the bot. The vision game, the top side of the map is really solid for CCG. You can check out the wards through there. It's all good stuff. The ping's coming out for them now. As that Baron spawns in just over 1 minute, they'll have to reestablish some of those vision lines and fight over them here in a little. But yeah, it's still 3 minutes until the Dragon, so they have a pretty sizable Baron timer on spawn. I think they have the damage to pull it off as well. They have nice sustained damage and good true damage from the Olaf there and with the Ashe. So I think that is something that can certainly threaten and that Miracle has to contend with over the next minute or so.
Look at that hawk shot once again. Sophos Sage finding out not just 1 but 2 members here. And it's so unfortunate for Rapid. He has not been able to get any of his own jungle for so long, sitting at 88 CS. That is not a place you want to be, especially as a Xin Zhao. We've got bounties on pretty much everybody's head. Olaf, a big target there with 600 gold for the bounty, as he has not died for quite a long time. Yeah, we're only about 10 seconds away now from that Baron spawning, and it is already a move being made here by CCG. Yama, the first one to go through and maybe set some vision down.
Sophos Sage does not have a mythic item yet, which I think is pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, this is I like this build. I like the Hydra,
like
the Muramana for the Ashe. I will say the Shurelias. I'm sorry, anyone who doesn't use Shurelias on someone like a like a Karma, you're just doing it wrong. Anybody that provides any shield right now, Shurelias is so powerful, especially with the engage available for this team, allowing them to get that extra speed boost through just the shield, not even using the activatable on the item, right?
Yeah, I think it's funny that Shurelia's is so strong that it turned Thresh Lantern into an engage tool. Like you just throw a lantern at somebody and suddenly they're super fast.
Yeah.
Arrow gonna go wide, will connect though. Yeah.
Throw the hawk shot, just make sure everybody's still there. Yunvi in the meantime is pushing down this bottom lane. They're just trying to entice out a fight. CCG wants to fight around this Baron pit. They want to be able to get an ace or clear out most of the team and then be able to pick that Baron up and really push forward for the win. And look at the vision
Dragon
though.
coming up, yeah, in just under a minute. So they're gonna have to make a decision between Dragon Soul and Baron here in a little while. But honestly, I think they have the control to potentially go for both.
Yeah.
I also don't think the game is over if they lose either of those objectives. I think you can certainly stand to lose one or two of those objectives. They're up 8,000 gold. The Baron power play for Miracle would not get them back in line to win the game in and of itself. So you're gonna see that Rift Herald drop in the bot lane. 20 seconds until the dragon spawns, and CCG have selected the Dragon Soul.
They have, but it looks like Miracle doesn't want to allow it to go so easily. Of course, Rapid ends up getting jumped on. It's a huge amount of damage. DMK goes in, goes out, throws out the ultimate. The Shockwave does come through. There's the Feather Storm. No Blade Caller to lock anyone down, and that means Miracle has to go back and defend their tower.
Yep, they're going to drop back, defend the turret, and they will give up the Dragon Soul here. No real angle for them on the Baron either, so there will be no trade. It'll be the Ocean Soul, potentially the reset. Now they're just going to run straight there, Jolly. They're such control that whole last fight. They didn't lose nearly any resources. I think it was Shockwave, like you mentioned, Lee Sin ultimate, but 0 health losses for the team, so they have plenty of resources to take down this objective.
And still, it's just Sophos Sage doing this solo play, right? Able to push away multiple members. You keep distracting them, keep getting the pressure with Sophos Sage because, man, that Ashe is such a juicy target to have access to. Let's see if maybe a final bit of damage can be done by Miracle, but no Miracle here. It is going to go over to CCG. Both the Dragon Soul and the Baron picked up, and that feels like more nails in the coffin here, Axeman.
It certainly does. This power play will extend their lead over 10K where it sits right now, and they'll be able to push for the structures further up in Summoner's Rift now, which has been something that's been difficult for the roster so far. Not a big side lane presence for many of these champions, so they kind of have to push for these structures that are further up in the map as 5. Now they will certainly be able to do that with both the Dragon Soul and the Baron. Quacker down here, he's all alone, but he doesn't need anybody else. He's just fine out there.
He's not scared. Oof, that Enchanted Crystal Arrow just barely missing, but look at the damage that Sophos Sage is able to get onto Barrick. Hyphy is gonna go in. Oh, the Shockwave just barely missing thanks to that battle dance. Hyphy able to get out. DMK finding Last Dance, though. Last Dance forced to flash away. Yunvi looking for more of an engagement here. There's the Feather Storm. There's the Blade Caller onto Yunvi. It's a lot of damage as Ragnarok comes out, though. Yunvi gonna be able to take down one, and look at the hits coming out of Quacker.
Come on, Quacker.
He flashed. He's got another triple kill thanks to that Ghost, and Aurelion Soul makes it out alive, but just barely.
That's what I'm talking about. They don't really have a wave to fight under this turret, but they're just going to whack it down anyway. The Lee Sin taking a bunch of damage, but take a look at the shielding.
Not okay. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow already back up for Sophos Sage there, and that's what you get. That Imperial Mandate has been run, and we are looking at potentially an under 25-minute game here. Hyphy's going to be the first one to come up. Yama says, don't worry, guys. I've got him. Get a little bit of a binding down and take out that Nexus. 24.5 minutes. That's all it took.
That's a quick game one. I gotta tell you, the adaptation, the burden of adaptation is certainly on Miracle here, because that game did not go well from them. Top to bottom, you look at any role here, CCG absolutely dominated across the board, but nowhere more than Quacker. Quacker, yes!
Yep. Oh yeah. And from the very beginning, from the beginning, right? We saw Quacker actually, even early on, go so far as to flash and ghost under tower, and then they ended up dying, but that did not hold them back whatsoever. They continued to find these one-on-one engagements, and that's exactly what I was talking about with that Olaf being locked in and not really having, you know, the available disengagement, even with like the Crescent Guard coming out of his Xin Zhao. It wasn't enough to send someone back. When you've got Ragnarok, go ahead, use your ultimates in. You know, we're going to be totally okay. I'm assuming there's going to be a side swap, but I'm not certain about that.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. I think they get side selection. And after that one, I think potentially I would drop back on a red side as well and maintain that side after the loss. I think that's going to be probably the best option for them. You went for the big swing pick there with Aurelion Sol, and it didn't end up working out for you. You dropped the game to Orianna, so I don't think that B1 pick is going to be good for you. I think you look for that last pick, try to get a good pick for yourself here. Look at the lobby now. It looks like CCG are red side, so I guess Miracle are angling for that first pick, and we'll try to get a strong champion up at the top of the draft, but we'll see here in just a little bit, Jolly.
We will see here in just a little bit. Are we taking a break? Is that what we do? Is that what we do? We're gonna take a break. All right, let's see. Well, we'll throw it out there. We're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got game number 2. Miracle has a lot to prove here against CCG. We'll be right back with more NACL Open qualifiers.